The use of templates in MT4 to easily replicate your selected trading configurations is crucial for a positive trading experience. In this lesson, we will see how to set up a variety of templates, including your default template. In the last lesson, we learned how to set up a chart with the colors and configuration that we wanted. If we want that configuration to repeat itself every time we open a chart, we need to save it as a template. You may remember the chart we created had red and green candlesticks and was set to the 30-minute time frame with basically nothing else added. The process for creating a default template is simple. Simply right-click on the chart, select Template, then Save Template. A normal Save As box appears displaying your existing templates. To save this configuration as your default, simply select Default. However, the first time you do this, the default template may be hidden. If you can't see this, simply type in the file name box, Default, all in lowercase, and click Save. Okay, let's try it. Close the chart, leaving your screen blank. Open a new chart by right-clicking on an asset in your market watch, let's say Eurodollar. And the new chart appears with the same configuration. Another way to select a default chart is to click on the Select a New Chart button and scroll down until you find your desired asset. Let's say $CAD, and again, the chart appears as your default configuration. This would be a good time to show you something interesting. Let's change this chart without saving its configurations. For example, let's zoom in a little. Let's change the time frame to 1 hour. Let's add an indicator, Bollinger Bands, for example. Finally, let's add an oscillator, MACD, for example. Don't worry if you're not familiar with all this. These items will be covered in more detail in later lessons. So, the changes I've just made have no bearing at all on the default template. They only affect this chart. To prove it, let's open another chart. Again, we have our default configuration. But watch what happens when I select another asset from the Market Watch window, let's say gold, and click, hold, and drag the asset onto the existing chart. Completely independently from the default, the new chart maintains the same configurations as the Eurodollar chart we temporarily modified. This can be very handy under many circumstances. If you want to save this configuration for another session, we can create a template for this as well. Simply right-click on the chart, select Template, Save Template, and in this case we can call it whatever we like. My Intraday Chart, for example. Okay, let's see if it worked. Open a new chart in the default mode. Right-click and select Template, and you will see your new template name here. Or use the Templates button in your toolbar and select your new template. Eventually, you may find that you have created too many templates and are not using some. They are easy to delete by right-clicking on a chart and selecting Template, Remove Template, or clicking on the Templates button and removing them from here. To review, in this lesson we covered creating a default template, creating a custom template, 2 ways of opening a default chart, replacing a chart by dragging in a new asset, adding indicators, zooming in and out, and removing templates. In the next lesson, we will return to our explanation of candlesticks.